Hey guys, how you doing? Ah yes, PVZ 1. A truly iconic game in its own right. It's definitely the most recognizable in the franchise, and I mean, I understand why. This game was so different from a lot of other games coming out in 2009, but I'm getting off track. What I actually wanted to talk about today is a particular plant that never really got the attention it deserved, and that plant is obviously Gold Magnet. What do you think it would be? An actually interesting plant? Okay, jokes aside, this video is actually about what I would argue is the most interesting forgettable plant in PVZ, which is Scaredy-Shroom. Yes, that one. The plant that gets outclassed almost as soon as it's introduced. Now, why do I consider this plant to be the most interesting of the forgettable ones? Well, simply put, it appears in a lot more titles of the PVZ franchise than you might think. They of course appear in PVZ 1, but they also appear in the files of PVZ 2. Yeah, in case you didn't know, Scaredy-Shroom was actually being worked on for PVZ 2, and they were pretty close to being finished. However, PopCap probably realized that it was essentially going to be useless, since Sun in PVZ 2 was as plentiful as conveyor belt levels. Not to mention that it was basically a pea-shooter clone, and there's a lot more of those in PVZ 2. That's not all though. All of the PVZ shooter games also include Scaredy-Shroom, which is especially impressive because a lot of potted plants in these games got randomly cut and randomly added to each entry. This is especially true in BFM, where there's only 11 potted plants. And we could go even further and look at PVZ All-Stars. Now, I'll admit that I know very little about this game, and as of November of 2022, it's been shut down for a few years. But from what it seems, Scaredy-Shroom is an evolution plant in this game, so it looks like it has some usage. Now, I bet you guys are wondering, why am I telling you all of this? Well, honestly, I just kind of find this stuff interesting. It's weird to see that a plant that barely gets recognized in the community has such a strong presence throughout the PVZ franchise. And what's even weirder is that Scaredy-Shroom's main gimmick was sort of improved the later down the line the entries went. It's really only seen in the PVZ shooter titles, but Scaredy-Shroom in these games ends up being nearly a sniper, which is a much better gimmick for this character compared to just being a pea shooter clone. It's pretty nice to see that even a forgettable plant like this can get attention from PopCap, even if it's not much. But you guys tell me, how do you feel about Scaredy-Shroom? Do you think what this plant got was fair? Do you think another plant deserved that minor spotlight? Well, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're new around here and you like what you see, then drop a like, maybe even subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Peace.